I think I deserve a beer.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
What have you been doing?
These days are running slow. Sunsets and shores far from home. Headlights are shining on the sea. No place on earth I'd rather be. And I could try to just follow the swell, but I'll never find this anywhere else.
So the first week of May is VE Day, which stands for Victory in Europe, to celebrate the end of World War II. And the village have decided, wouldn't it be great if we had a vintage style VE Day street party, which is a great idea. So Adam and I have been heavily involved with this, coming up with some of the ideas. And it's been decided that wouldn't it be great if there was a fancy dress contest, so people can dress up in 1940 style clothing. There will be a village bake-off contest where people can bake goods using only recipes from the 1940s, from the ingredients from ration books and things like that, so that should be good fun. So one of the ideas I had was to create a vintage rustic style photo booth / photo frame out of old pallets and decorate it with VE Day stuff so that people can stand behind it and have their picture taken whilst they're dressed in their fancy dress. I thought that would be good fun, so I'll be working on that over the coming week. We've reached out to people who own classic cars to see if they would be interested in bringing the classic car to the event, because I think that will be very interesting. Lots of people will be interested in that. We've got traditional dancing from that era, so there's somebody in the village who is a dancer will be demonstrating dances from that era, such as the jive, and also teaching a few steps. So that should be good fun. For the kids, we've got traditional games such as egg and spoon race, sack race, paper aeroplane making contest. We're going to have the village decorated in buntings and balloons and things like that, and obviously there will be tea and food and what have you. One of the ideas I had was when people turn up for their tea and food, if we have some vintage style ration books printed and they have to present the ration book and have it stamped in exchange for their tea and food. So I think that will be a good little nod back to those days. I think it'll be really good fun. I'm really looking forward to it. Adam and I are away to try and find some outfits. I've had a look. I don't have time to go traipsing around charity shops, unfortunately, which is one of the suggestions. So I've had a look online, and my God, 1940 style clothing, it is not cheap. So I'll need to try and find something. I don't want to spend a fortune on an outfit that I am literally just going to wear for the one day. So I need to get my thinking cap on, but I'm really looking forward to it. It is really good to be welcomed as part of the community. Adam and I are both on the village committee, and we come up with some of these ideas for things to do just to keep the community alive. And as I said, it is great living out here. It's such a nice little village.
It's not very warm today, is it?
No. But it's dry.
Well, I never know what to do.
What are you doing with my pallets?
I'm going to use them to create a photo frame booth thing for a VE Day event in the village. So my plan is create basically a rustic wooden frame on a stand and decorate it with VE Day stuff, so kind of like vintage photographs, newspaper clippings, vintage postcards and things like that, you know, with writing on it, welcome home, war heroes, things like that. And then people can get dressed up in fancy dress kind of outfits and props and things, stand behind the frame and have the picture taken. I thought it'd be quite a cool thing, because obviously back in those days, in the 1940s, people would have just rustled something together using whatever they had. So I thought using these old pallets would be perfect for that. So something similar to this, I've kind of created a mock-up on how it could look. Something like that. What do you think?
Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, that'll be good. Brilliant. Are you going to help me with this?
What?
Are you going to help me with this?
Oh, I'm painting my bench.
So what I'm trying to do is lift the planks up from the pallet, then re-nail them down closer together so we don't have as big a gap between the planks, because if you look at my picture, the bottom half of the frame needs to be fully enclosed, because you don't want to see people's legs standing behind it. So that needs to be fully enclosed. And then obviously the top half will have the hole, which is the frame that they stand behind to get the picture taken. So using my trusty skirting board remover tool, it's come in handy yet again. I'm trying to remove these planks and nail them back down tighter together. Only problem is the planks don't seem to want to come off without breaking, so I might need to think of something else. Let's try this instead. Oh, that's better. God, that was an absolute pain. Trying to get all the planks close together. So all I need to do now is create a stand so it can actually stand up and it doesn't topple over and squash someone, and create obviously the top half, the main part.
Get in there.
That's looking good.
It's a log shed.
With your little potting station.
Little potting station. If it all gets too much, it's a bar.
A bar. Yep, we've got the tiki hut down the bottom of the garden, and we need a bar up at this end of the garden.
Is it your milk bar, Benji?
Yeah, that looks good. That looks good.
That's better, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Good. We don't want it to come crashing down on top of the kids.
Not really, no.
We'll be getting sued.
Just like that.
One frame.
Slowly but surely. Think it's gonna be alright?
Mm-hmm.
People with the hats and the fancy dress on and getting the pictures taken.
No, I'm going to turn it into a stock, so I'm going to tie you in there and lob apples at you.
Benji is so mean, isn't he? Oh look, Benji, look.
Yo, G. Yeah. What's going on?
Do you want to be dressed up as well, Benji? Do you want fancy dress as well?
Yeah, bonios.
Another task that needed doing was to give these planters in the garden a fresh coat of paint. Adam is telling me about his plans to grow vegetables in these, in a bid to become just that little bit more self-sufficient. Then he plants his potatoes that he got last week to enter the village potato growing contest.
compost in the bottom. And then they're going to have black magic soil on top. And they're going to have some seaweed feed just to give them a bit of a boost. So we've got King Edward's, Aris Piper, and I can't remember what these guys are called. What are these boys called? 𝗬𝗵𝗵𝗽𝗁 potatoes. So that's them in now. Probably about 20 weeks time they'll be ready to harvest. So all they need now is water, sunshine, and they'll do their thing. Roasties and what else can you do with boiled potatoes?
Jacket potatoes.
Jacket potatoes. But these are part of the competition of the village to see who can grow the best potatoes. So there'll be a competition between everyone else, which has got the 3 different varieties. So we'll see.
Do you think you'll win?
I have no idea. I doubt it very much. Chuck it in and see what happens.
Oh well, good luck.
Right, do you want a job?
Depends. If it's stomping around with those spiky shoes again, then no.
No, it's no stomping around with spiky shoes.
What is it?
Do you want to move that lot?
That?
Yeah, all the wood.
To where?
You can go behind the cottage.
I'll think about it.
Okay. And then I think we could plant raspberry bushes there.
You can what?
Raspberries.
Oh, raspberry bushes. Yeah, that'll be cool. Why are you digging up the looping?
Because it's in the wrong place.
Are you moving it to the nice garden?
Yeah.
It is a bit wasted out here, isn't it? At the back of the practical garden. Yeah, that'll look much better there, won't it? Once it grows, it's going to look beautiful.
The thing is, you'll see it from the...
See it from the cottage. Where it was wasted.
well, I think these were self-seeded from Dee's next door.
Ah.
She said she has loads of lupins.
I've just had the coldest shower ever in the world. There's no hot water. I think there's something wrong with the boiler.
No, there's nothing wrong with the boiler.
Yeah? What do you mean?
Ran out of oil.
We've run out of oil?
Yeah.
You kidding?
No.
How could this happen? Are you serious?
Yeah. We haven't checked the oil level recently and we've run out.
No.
So I'm just trying to see if I can get any delivered, but it's the weekend and a lot of places are shut. So, yeah.
For God's sake.
You've got no hot water.
How has this happened?
Because we haven't checked the oil level and there's no oil level monitor on the oil tank. So that's something we need to sort out.
So we're without hot water for,
Or
heating until...
we get a delivery.
When do you think that'll be?
I spoke to one place, their delivery time is anywhere from 5 working days to 22 working days.
22 working days?
Yeah. But I'm sure that's not right. Yeah, so you'll just be enjoying some cold showers for a while.
So I might be enjoying cold showers,
No
potentially
heating.
for 22 days.
Yeah. So I've turned the boiler off so that doesn't get damaged. Otherwise we'll get air in the system.
Yeah.
We'll have to bleed the system, which you might have to anyway because if they've got no oil.
How did we let this happen? You grew up in the countryside, you should know better.
Did you blame me?
Oh my god.
One tree.
Where exactly is that going?
So it's going to go here.
Well, there's already one in there.
I know, well this was a replacement for the one that got snapped in the storms.
Oh,
It wasn't properly supported.
The one that snapped a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, because the stem was really weak on it. So that I'm going to replace the bay tree which has died. So that will go where the bay tree is, and then this one is going to go here instead.
Ah, okay. Are you sure that's going to fit in that pot? That blue pot doesn't look big enough
No,
for this tree.
so I need to get a very large pot.
Is that another trip to the garden centre?
Maybe.
What do you think of that, Benji?
He's too hot, he doesn't care. You're too hot.
Is it too warm for Labradors? I think you should go and sit in the shade.
Gee.
Well, I think I'll leave you to it then.
Yep. Hello? Can you not see what's going on?
You're okay there, Benji?
You're a caged animal.
Happy with them?
Yeah. That'll do. Just gotta make them grow now, and they'll look nice.
Disaster diverted. Ian's brought us some oil. He's lent us some out of his tank. Adam, you should have known.
How? Am I psychic?
You lived in the countryside for years before you moved up here. Doesn't your dad have an oil tank?
No.
Doesn't he?
No.
See, that is the Watchman. That bit that's sticking up there.
Yeah.
That's the Watchman. So that should be a controller somewhere for it to pick that up. No. No.
I was done growing up, had enough of chasing down the sun, but suddenly I can see everything evergreen. I won't pretend I ever found my way. I've made my healthy share of fair mistakes, still learning to give and the take. But I'm seeing everything through brand new eyes, taking in the world through different light. Thought I wasted all my life, but I think I changed my mind. I was done growing up, had enough of chasing down the sun, but suddenly I can see everything evergreen. I won't profess I've got it figured out. I know I'm only getting started now, still learning the ups and
The gate's done. That's 2 coats it's now had, so hopefully that will look fine and it will be protected from the elements. Adam's just over here decluttering. What are you doing? Getting rid of the ivy under the hedge, so he's busy with that, and then he's going to have a look at this stone wall in a second and try and get rid of some ivy on that. We do need to address this wall, because if I just turn the camera around,
Look at it and it will fall down.
yeah, as Adam's just said there, look at it and it'll fall down. So this part of the wall has already collapsed over the winter into the our neighbour's garden, and Adam started removing some of the ivy and just tidying it up a little bit, and he's just realised that there's so much rubble from the wall that's collapsed. So it's actually meant to be the same height as that wall there. Well, you can see behind that, you might not be able to see on video, but behind that hedge, it looks as though it was meant to be the same height as this wall. It's quite a difference. You can see it's all a bit lumpy bumpy. Are you investigating, Benji? Huh? Are you telling us this needs doing?
It's a mess.
It's a mess.
Well, half the wall is down there.
Half the wall is
On the border.
yeah. Half the wall is down on the border, and the other half is in Dee's garden. So there he is, trying to get the ivy from under the hedge.
It's a great job. I suppose you're not here, Benji, helping digging.
And so meanwhile, I'm going to paint my photo booth. I'm going to make a start on that. Or what did you call it?
Huh?
What did you call it? My photo booth? Stocks? No, something else. Gallows. I hope not. Otherwise people won't want to use it.
They'll put you in the gallows if it's not good.
What's that?
They said they'll put you in the gallows if it's not good.
They will.
Hung, drawn and quartered.
They will. If it turns out a bit rubbish, they will absolutely hung, drawn, quarter me. Yeah, so I'm just going to try and get some paint on this now and make a start. So I'm actually going to just stain most of it with wood stain, but this top part I'm going to paint blue and red and white and paint letters on it saying VE Day. I didn't have any blue paint, so I just bought these little sample pots of paint from the DIY store. Just because I didn't want to buy a full tin of paint just for this little bit. It's very bright though. Do you think this will dry darker?
Find out.
Oh god.
Wow.
That's not meant to be as bright as that.
You chose it.
Why is it so bright?
That's what go darker.
On the colour chart it was more of a muted, subdued tone of blue. It might dry darker. So this is the stain that I've been using on the gate, and there is tons of it left over. So I'm going to see what it looks like on this. What do you think?
That's good.
Well, I was going to paint it all brown,
Yeah.
but when you referred to it as a gallows, now I can't stop seeing it as a gallows. So do you think I should paint the top part green, or just continue painting it brown? Because you've got lots of green left over from your wood shed thing.
Yeah. Well, I can use that for a second coat.
Huh? Yeah. Well, what do you
Well,
think?
you're going to put stick stuff on it anyway. I'd go all brown.
Just go all brown?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
It's looking good.
Thanks. Getting there, slowly but surely.
It's like you're on TV.
It will look good when it's done, won't it?
Yeah.
Get VE Day across the top here.
Mm-hmm.
Something along on the bottom.
Bunting.
Welcome home, wartime heroes, wish you were here, something like that. I
Yeah.
don't know. And then vintage style, postcards, black and white photos, and newspaper clippings, kind of like dotted around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good.
Cool. Thanks. So to write the font on here, I've got these little stencils. So I'm going to cheat a little bit because
I'm not the neatest at writing, so I'm just going to lay these out first, and then I'm going to stick them on and just paint with the stencils.
So Adam's writing some font because I want some freehand style, and his writing's a lot neater than mine.
There you go.
Thank you.
So I've got my stencils up. Adam's wrote his writing here, which you can't see because it's just in faint pencil. And using the faint pencil, I've drew a couple of Union Jack flags here. Again, you probably can't see them on video, so I'm just going to paint them now. I had intended on painting them black using little sample pots I'd bought from DIY store. Even though I ordered black, what's actually arrived is white. But thinking about it, white will probably be better on there anyway because it's quite a dark background. So let's see. So I'm just lightly dabbing it on with a brush because I don't want it too perfect. I want it a bit rustic and distressed looking. Hopefully this will work. Oh, for God's sake. What's happened? My letters have disappeared, Adam.
You haven't painted it yet?
I have. It's just gone translucent.
Quality paint then.
Oh, do you know what's happened?
You used the wrong paint.
No. The paint that we got the sample pot of, which was meant to be black,
Yeah.
and we got it back and it wasn't, it was white.
Yeah.
I think he's forgot to, because he was so busy yakking, the guy in the store, I think he's forgot to mix it. So this is just the base of the paint. He hasn't added the colour to it. So I think it's basically like, it's dry and like PVA glue, it's dry and clear, because it doesn't have a colour to it. So it looks white in the tub, but a bit like PVA glue, it looks white and then when it dries it goes clear. Because look, they're disappearing. Right before my eyes, I can see they are literally disappearing.
Well, that's rubbish.
Why is nothing ever straightforward? Okay, let's try again. So I've managed to find some leftover off-white paint from when we painted the bedroom. It's far and bought, it's far too posh for this, but it's all I have. Let's just try again.
Hey now, I want to find my own way out, escape this boredom and break down. There's nothing left for me here. Stay loud, I'll bite the bullet and fake out, so no one knows when I came down. There's nothing left for me.
So I'm just lightly sanding the paintwork that I've done just to make it look a little bit more distressed and rustic, as if it's always been there. And the other thing I'm doing is I've just got some coffee and I'm just dry brushing it on to create a more authentic, worn, vintagey vibe.
Told me I'm living, I don't believe in your systems. Come off the grid with me now.
So to decorate my photo booth, as well as the painting, the hand painted letters and things, I'm designing some images, vintage style photographs to print out and pin all over it. Oh no! What's happened to the printer? It's saying there's an error. It's all okay, we had to rush out and buy a new printer.
How are you getting on? Oh, don't you look dashing? Look at you. Benji, we should have got you an outfit as well.
Do you want an outfit?
I think you look very smart.
Makes a change.
You scrub up really well. I'm used to seeing you in gardening clothes.
That's what I'm going back into in a minute. Don't worry. You can't be seen. Benjamin.
You do. Oh, it's been all about painting this week, hasn't it?
Just a bit.
I'm glad it's over. I think I deserve a beer.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
What have you been doing?
It's all ready for VED. Are you excited?
You're just gonna hope for good weather?
Oh, I know. Won't it be rubbish if the weather's not great? You're so negative, do you know?
I'm not negative, I'm just saying. What's wrong with saying it wants to be nice weather?
Well, I'm pleased with my photo booth, even if you're a bit.
Good. No, it's very good.
It's very rustic, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's a good thing about rustic. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can go, oh, it's rustic. It's got character.
Well, it's not going to fall apart. It's because I built it.
Well, I think this is a perfect time to wrap it up for this week, do you think?
Yep.
So again, as usual, thank you very much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to give us a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.
See ya.
Benji?